What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. But this is not just another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This is the finals of PAC. For the second straight season in a row, we are in the finals for the Wi-Fi League for PAC, which is crazy to think about. Last time, we lost against Tone. This time, we're playing against Mountaih and his immunity idols. Now, we played Mountaih twice before, and both times, we've lost. No, 3 times before. Twice in CGT, once when he took over the team, and once in the playoffs, which the matchup was so difficult, he ended up winning the whole league. And then another time, I believe it was in UPBA and CEP, something like that. Anyways, it's been a rough time against Mountaih. I'm hoping that we can pull it through and get another. No, it was in APA, and we lost that one as well. I'm really hoping that we can pull it together though and get a W this time around. And the fact that this team is in the finals makes no fucking sense at all. No sense. This team, as good as it is at beating very specific teams, it loses to a lot of other teams. And what happened? We did not face those teams that we really struggle with, which is awesome. Our match has been pretty decent the entire way around. I'm hoping that it continues. And Mountaih's team, just as weird. And just so you know, I was the 9th team overall. Mountaih was the 10th team overall. And we're in the finals. That's crazy. But let's go ahead and jump into it. As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out the rest of the videos on the channel. And of course, if you want to skip the team builder, there's a timestamp on the screen and in the description. Let's go ahead and jump into it. First one we're bringing, actually no, I shouldn't even mention that. Team quickly composition. Victini, super scary. Either Scarf or Flame Charge is really scary. Mostly Special is threatening to me. If it is Special, Blue Flare has a chance to actually break my my Curum, breaking it by 2 hits. I can go for Roost a bunch of times. If it's Scarf, to kind of stall it out, which is decent, but it's not going to be a winning battle for me. Kartana is very scary as a Scarfer, as a Tailwind Mon. I think a Swords Dance set with a boosting speed nature is not that great. Rotom Wash has to come. If it doesn't, then Landorus just completely destroys this entire team. It's decently fast, as Willow support, has Volt Switch, U-Turn. Hydro Pump is a really good coverage. Defog, a lot of options. Nidoqueen, kind of annoying, could be here as a Scarfer or as a defensive Pokemon. Life Orb as well is really solid in general. Very good coverage in this matchup. My main answer to it is kind of a Curum, which is not really good, so we'll see how it goes. Goodra, really good Spadef Mon this game with the Assault Vest this week. Something like the Gengar kind of gets shut down by it. Curum has a hard time breaking it. Actually, our Curum has a chance to do like half to Goodra with Draco, which is not even that great if it's max AV, max Spadef, max HP AV. Inteleon, honestly, it came to my mocks, didn't do too much, but the fact that it has a 120 base speed is really terrifying because it outspeeds my entire team. Its coverage is really good as well with like snipe shots, with like the crit moves or whatever. Ice Beam and Dark Pulse, it really hits kind of everything it needs to, which is scary. Torn is the only one that came to 0 of my mocks, so I'm not really sure what to expect from it, but its speed is also very scary since it outspeeds the Gengar, and it has decent coverage. Hatterene, very scary Pokemon. It is the only fairy type on the roster, meaning that it means I can't click Draco freely with Curum. It's also decently bulky and has the ability to set up Trick Room, which can reverse sweep my entire team. Very scary. And again, the typing very strong. Miltank is Miltank. It kind of has to come as the freeze dry resist. There really is no other resist outside of Victini, which doesn't appreciate taking a Draco and Earth Power, whatever, from the Curum. And it can run a lot of speed. It's also a rocker, which is important to know, one of his 2 rockers. Then Pangoro. I saw a Scarf Pangoro in my mock against Meta, and it was decently threatening, but the problem is it can't really lock itself into a fighting move because of Gengar and Landorus by extension, and it can't lock itself into a dark move because of Lucario and by extension Crawdaunt. So I feel really solid about this situation. I'm hoping that it goes well for us. Let's go ahead and jump into our first mon, which is going to be said Crawdaunt. Now, we were originally going to be Black Glasses on the set. Now, we switched over to Focus Sash after our mocks against Liv because we felt that if it's a more offensive team without rocks maybe, then Focus Sash is just amazing as a way to revenge kill something like Kartana, get rid of the Scarf on it at least, which is really important. It also helps me break through the Rotom. And funnily enough, with my investment in HP and Spadef, no Spadef, no Spatak, no special attack Rotom never KOs me with Volt Switch after Rocky Helmet, which is really cool. So I think Rocky Helmet will take like 24 points of health, around that range, 23 points of health, and then we'll actually be in a situation, it'll be 23, and we'll be in a situation where we always live the Volt Switch from no special attack Rotom, which is awesome. We Dragon Dance up as a last case scenario against something like the Miltank specifically, maybe a Victini locked into a fire move or a psychic move or something like that, or even Glaciate with Scarf or whatever the case may be. Even against Inteleon, it's something decent to set up against if it's in a range of +1 Aqua Jet. That's really the only time. So it's just a solid Pokemon overall. The investment we have in its speed is there so we can outspeed a 28 speed Miltank with 1 Dragon Dance. There's 1 Dark Resist on the team, just 1. HP and Spadef on this is allowing me to take a modest Nidoqueen's non-Life Orb Thunderbolt. We take no item in Victini's Energy Ball. Dragon Dance, not necessary, but only there to set up on the Miltank, and it's really good to break early game. Whew. Next mon, Gengar, Scream is here, and this Pokemon is really solid. There's a couple of really decent checks to it in the Miltank and the Goodra, and because of that, we're running sub with Trick Black Sludge. So Trick Black Sludge is the main reason we're running the Black Sludge, so it can get rid of the AV on the Goodra and maybe even a Haban Berry or a Yachi Berry on that thing, but also it starts doing damage to it 6% every turn, which it can't recover unless it's using Rest specifically. And then Substitute is kind of like the backup. On top of that, Trick Black Sludge will let me get the poison on the Miltank, which is going to be kind of annoying if it's very Spadef and it's more defensive oriented. So it's really annoying to deal with. It's a fighting immunity for the Pangoro, which is nice. And this Pokemon in general, with the max speed that it has, lets me know if the Kartana is Scarf, if the Victini is Scarf, if anything is Scarf other than Inteleon and the Tornadus, which is really important. And I believe we might outspeed Pangoro if it's Scarfed. I'm not positive on that. I have to double check, but yeah, it's a really solid Pokemon overall. This Pokemon is really strong. If we get Curse Bodies, that'd be really dope for us. So yeah, really good set. If we get a Sludge Bomb off against something like Hatterene, that's amazing. Sludge Bomb in general is really strong. One resist to it in the, or immunity rather, in the Kartana, and then like a resist in the Nidoqueen. That's basically it. So really strong. Next up is going to be Ice Age, our Kyurem. Kyurem is running the Eject Pack this week. Shout out to Addison. She recommended, well, no, actually I mentioned Eject Pack and she was like, yes, I love it, which is great because Eject Pack is dope in this week. Freeze Dry, Draco Meteor, Roost, and Ironhead. Roost is there for longevity, obviously. It also allows me, funnily enough, if it's like Mystical Fire, Draining Kiss, Psychic Move, Hatterene with Trick Room, we actually stall out Hatterene. It's crazy. We just keep going for Roost. It can never, like, Trick Room will eventually expire. Trick Room is a 2 PP move under pressure, which is really nice. Ironhead will do a good chunk of damage, and depending on the investment, I can find out what kind of investment Hatterene is. Is it going to be offensive? And if that's the case, Ironhead can 2 a KO. Is it going to be defensive? In that case, Ironhead will not 2 a KO, but we can stall out the Hatterene. Freeze Dry is great against like this entire team. The only resists are Thick Fat Miltank and then Victini, and that just it doesn't appreciate taking Freeze Dry at all. Draco Meteor is there as our way to get offensive momentum. If we go for a Draco Meteor on an incoming Goodra or Miltank, great. If Hatterene comes in, Ironhead. That's just all it is. We can do really, really good damage with this thing here. It gets this momentum into something like, if it's Victini, I know it's not Scarfed, then I can go into something like Gengar or my Landorus or my Hawlucha. If it's going to be a Scarf Victini, I can handle it in other ways. If it's going to be a Miltank, then it's going to be able to go into my Lucario or my Landorus or anything really. Probably even Gengar, depending on the investment that Miltank has. It might just die to Draco into Sludge Bomb, which is really important to note. So this is really strong here. On top of that, we have enough speed on this set, which allows me to outspeed a Miltank anything creeping max speed Rotom. Max speed Rotom, which is 152, Miltank, or no, max speed Rotom, which is 151, I think it is. We go to 152, he goes to 154 because 153 is skipped, and then we go to 155. Other than that, we have enough investment, so we have speed for Admin, Victini, and Goodra as well. We also take a Charcoal Jolly Victini's V-Crate from full, and we take a 4 special attack Goodra's Draco Meteor, and we roost up on it, and we just continue to roost up so it can never actually fully break me if I'm at full, which is really, really nice. And we pressure stall it out of Dracos, which is also nice. And Eject Pack for the momentum, like I mentioned before. Next up, Paddington, our Lucario. It's come every single week. I think it's the only mon that's actually come every single week since we picked it up. Close Combat, Meteor Mash, Vacuum Wave, and Extreme Speed. I would love to have Earthquake on this, but I just can't afford it. Earthquake would be there for like the Victini if it's trying to like set up a Flame Charge on me, if I'm trying to like switch out maybe. But I think that having the defensive synergy, or the offensive synergy rather, with Meteor Mash and Close Combat is really strong because it allows me to break through the Hatterene. Extreme Speed does a lot of damage to a lot of different things. If I can chip down Victini, chip down, I guess, Scarf Pokemon, I'm in a really good position with our Life Orb Jolly Max Attack Extreme Speed. On top of that, Vacuum Wave actually OHKOs any Kartana that is not Scarf, or Sash, I should say, Sash, Topple, or AV. That's it. It just dies. So we should be good to go with that. On top of that, Meteor Mash, Hatterene, I mentioned before, Close Combat, destroying something like the Miltank, really doing a big damage to the Rotom. If we know it's Scarf Kartana locked into like Knockoff, or Leaf Blade, or Smart Strike, anything that's not Sacred Sword, we should be in a really good spot with this Pokemon. Just click Close Combat. So yeah, our next mon is going to be El Camino, our Hawlucha. Oh, I should actually mention that our Lucario has the same speed as the Kyurem, which is again on the screen right now. Our next mon, Hawlucha, El Camino with the Life Orb Limber this week. Close Combat, Brave Bird, U-Turn, and Roost. 2 moves. Stab. 120 base attack is insane, or base power is insanity. Enough speed on this set for the what is it called? The Tornadus, which is really cool. And it's just, in general, really, really strong Pokemon. Life Orb Brave Bird can 2-hit KO a max Fizz Def Hatterene. Crazy. Most of the time I'm clicking Life Orb Brave Bird, unless the Rotom's at like really, really high HP, and like it may have a Haraki helmet, I'd probably click Close Combat, but we shall see. So in general, really strong Pokemon. Roost is like a fail-safe, U-turn for momentum. Limber is there in case of Miltank trying to get paralysis on me with like Thunder Wave or I guess Body Press, or not Body Press, Body Slam, whatever, you get the point. Really solid Pokemon here. Hopefully it does the work for us. Our next mon is going to be Landorus, the Dark Knight. Choice, Scarf, Earthquake, Knockoff, U-Turn, and Stealth Rock. Rocks are so important, but the Stealth Rocks are important. Choice Scarf is even more important. Outspeeding things like Victini, like Kartana, like Inteleon, just these things is really important. And on top of that, I don't expect Tornadus to come. If it does, fine. If it doesn't though, Rotom is likely the only immunity to ground. If Rotom dies, nothing resists Earthquake, nothing, which is amazing for us. Knockoff, really good support to get rid of the, I guess, the Scarf on Victini or Kartana potentially. Gets rid of the Assault Vest on Goodra maybe. It allows us to hit the Rotom for decent damage and U-Turn for momentum. Obviously, we really only click rocks if we absolutely need to. And this Pokemon here, unfortunately, I am not creeping the same exact set as our other base 95s-ish, our Kyurem and our Lucario. I'm going one below that because, I mean, right now, I don't really need to go max speed because it's not going to be Scarf Miltank creeping that. If it would be, I would be super surprised, and I can take advantage of that pretty easily, I think. So yeah, hopefully this game goes well. We have a couple different win conditions, a couple different breakers. It's a very offensive game this week, and fingers crossed we can get the job done. We want another title. Let's do it. It is going to be time to battle. Our secret word of today's video is going to be what? It's going to be, I'm trying to think of something that I had for dinner tonight, and I'll say, I had salad. Olives. We had olives at the dinner table, so comment olives down below if you made it this far in the video. Let's do it. It's time to battle. It's time for the finals. Let's go. All right, everyone, we're back, and this team is kind of what I expected. First time, actually, I do not see a Rotom Wash. There's a Tornadus instead, which is interesting. It's still weak to Freeze Dry, which is nice, but we'll see how this goes. There is a Hatterene, there is the Victini, there's no Kartana. Okay, there's no Kartana. There's a Nidoqueen. Oop, let's not click that button. Let's not click that button. There is a Nidoqueen, there's a Victini, there's no Rotom, there is a Tornadus instead. Hatterene, Miltank, and the Pangoro. Let me make sure I have this right. Pangoro, Miltank, Nidoqueen, Hatterene, Victini, Tornadus. Okay, what am I leading with here? This team is a bit more defensive than I expected. There are two rockers though. I think my lead of Jaws makes a lot of sense though. Nothing has multi-hit moves. We're going to with Jaws and we'll do big damage to everything. Getting knockoffs is really solid here, so we'll do this. And we should take any one hit from anything. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. We got this. We got this. We will get this done. We will get this done. Who sent me a message? No one sent me a message. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Good luck, have fun to Mountaih. It is the finals of PAC. I'm nervous, but we got to get a W against Mountaih at some point in time. We have to finally get this. This is now 0-3. If we get this W here to win the title against him, I will definitely take it. Blocked comes out, which is going to be Pangoro. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right. So depending on the investment, we could outspeed this. Pangoro is 58 base speed. If it's like a slow Pangoro, then we will outspeed. We have reached 84 speed Pangoro. It's gotta have like, yeah, it's gotta have like no investment. Crabhammer will not OHKO. What would come in here? What's the resist to Crabhammer? Nothing. So does this get a multi-hit move? Pangoro, physical. Circle Throw, Drain Punch, Fire Punch, Focus Punch, no, nothing. Lash Out, no. I think we are good to go. Oh, I guess Arm Thrust. Is Mountaih going to run Arm Thrust? Is Mountaih going to run Arm Thrust? I think I just go for it. I think I just go for it. Drain Punch. Fine with me. Fine with me. We bring it down to our Sash. So that's good. This will not KO. No HP, takes 81 to 96. Big old damage there. Obviously, the Aqua Jet can come out here. This thing does get Bullet Punch. And I think if he's going to switch out expecting an Aqua Jet, he probably goes into Miltank or Torn. And I think we see a Bullet Punch or anything, I'd go into the Dark Knight here. So I'm going to do that. In case he has Scarf. He's probably Scarfed. We're going to see Thrill Tank, which is going to be the Miltank here. I'm fine with this. This thing does get Ice Punch. We're going to find out if it's Scrappy as well right now, because we'll determine if it has Intimidate. If it gets Intimidated. Intimidates. It works. Okay. So here, do I want to just click Earthquake or do I want to click U-Turn? I think what I want to do is I want to click U-Turn in case of potential rocks. I can go back into the Miltank. I'm going to go for the U-Turn here. If I see Ice Punch, so be it. It is what it is. So we'll go for the U-Turn. We'll find out what kind of set this is, if it's Helmet or not. That's Helmet. Please go for rocks here so I can go into this thing. And I can I mean, I don't have to speed it anyways. I think I'd rather like save it for a sack or something like that. I can go to El Camino here, threaten it out with big damage. I think instead I just go into Jaws. I just go Jaws. So there's the rocks. So this is going to be Helmet. We will not outspeed this. I can go for Jet. Get a little bit more chip on it. Mill, tank, defensive. Pretty sure it's like fully defensive against my Landorus. U-turn does 15 to 18. That makes sense about there. I think what I want to do is just go for a crab. How much Aquajet going to do quickly? Rodont. 16 to 19. I think I just go with the Crab Hammer in case it's like, oh, Aquajet. Or Milk Drink, excuse me. Body Press comes out. That's fine. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. So, Rocks and Body Press. I can go Lucario. Lucario should get the KO. The switch in is going to be like Nidoqueen. I can go into El Camino here. Hawlucha is faster than Lucario. It threatens out if it's not Scarf on. It threatens a lot more things. I think Lucario's a bit more important here, or a bit. It's harder. I think it's a bit more important. It's going to break better. It's going to break better. Let's do this. And here I kind of want to go for the Meteor Mash. Miltank against my Lucario with the Body Press. Max defense. It has a roll to KO after rocks plus Life Orb. So I'm at 143 minus 14 is going to be what, 129? 37.5 chance to KO. I can go for the Meteor Mash here. And I'm going to do 31 to 37. I'm going to go for the Meteor Mash here. Switches out. Blocked. Okay. So if I get the boost here, that'd be nice. 10% chance of the boost, 20% chance of the boost, something like that. We got the boost. We take those. We definitely take those. So we're at +1 Life Orb. What comes in now? Nidoqueen will get outsped. Torn doesn't appreciate a hit. Miltank dies. Wintini. Okay, so here's the Victini. Victini. How much does it take from +1 Life Orb Extreme Speed? It can do half. I think here I just go for my Extreme Speed, right? I mean, like, I have no switch into this. I want to get chipped so it dies to Kyurem's attacks. Do I just lose to Hatterene if I lose this Pokemon? If it's offensive Hatterene in Trick Room. I might, but I don't think I can risk it because I'm not going to get this opportunity again to do damage to this. I don't think I get this opportunity again to do damage to this. Let's go for the Extreme Speed. Maybe over prediction goes for Glaciate. It's not enough damage. Blue Flare. So it's special. Special. We did 46%. Close. Special. Timid. Blue Flare. To Landorus. It'll kill me after rocks. To Gengar. It'll kill me after rocks. We can go into Hawlucha, which will kill me after rocks. To Kyurem is my only option. It's my literal only option right now. Come on, go back. There we go. It's my literal only option that doesn't die right now. What comes in? Miltank, maybe. I can go for the Draco here. And if Hatterene, I can go for the Roost here, actually. If Hatterene comes in, then I go for Iron Head. So I'm going to do that in case he goes for the Blue Flare. I can stall it out. He's not Scarf. Okay. It's not Specs. I'll go for a Roost again. So we know right away it's not Scarf. We also know it's probably... It's a Speed Tie! Bro, come on! That is such... Oh my god! Come on! That is so terrible. That is so absolutely terrible. That is... Oh my god, I don't think we can win anymore. That is just... That is the worst case scenario for the Speed Tie there for us. Wow. Come on, man. Come on. Like, what comes in here? I gotta go for, like, knockoff or something. Does he have any resist to knockoff right now? He doesn't. Oh my god, that's so big. We Speed Tie. Really? Is it Culber? It's not Culber. Okay, it's dead, but, like... Bro... Come on, man. It was Pasho. That is just... That is like the worst scenario there. Miltank is around, Torner's around, Queen is around. I've lost a lot of offensive power. I think this game's going to come down to can Hawlucha carry, maybe? Losing Kyurem there, absolutely enormous. Absolutely enormous. Landorus against Tornadus. With no bulk Torn, we do over half with knockoff. This is going to be Nidoqueen. This might just go for Ice Beam against me. I have no resist. Do I even go into Gengar here and Shadow Ball it? It's like, Ice Beam's coming out here. I gotta do it because I die. And I can't lose Lando. Wow, losing that Speed Tide there, absolutely enormous. Winning the first one is what honestly was the worst there. I could have lost both and been fine. Okay. Here I just go for my Shadow Ball. Try and get this in range as much as I can of certain things. Oh, there's a Miltank. I should have gone for Sludge Bomb. What did I do? Bro, that Speed Tie was enormous. And Sucker Punch. We live, at least. Which is cool, I guess. It's not Life Orb. Here it goes for Sucker Punch, probably. I'm just going to try and trick it in case it goes for the Sucker Punch again. It didn't go for Sucker Punch this time. And I gave it Black Sludge as well. Great. Curse Body the Ice Beam at least, which is cool for Lando, I guess. That's cool, I guess, but I don't think I can ever go into Lando here, is the problem. I gotta go with El Camino. If I went for Shadow Ball there, I would have been a much better spot, I think. But even then, I don't know if I have a shot anymore. That turn against the Kyurem was so big. We knew this was gonna be an offensive game, but losing that Speed Tie, like if I knew I went first for sure, I'm all good. I go for Draco. If I knew for a fact that it was what's it called? I was undersped, then I'd keep going for Roost, and I'm fine. But that was the actual worst case scenario. That's so big, and like that's really coming down to what the big play of the game is. Like, I don't think I've played poorly so far. It's just like, that is such a big play. And here's the thing. I think, funnily enough, if I was Unburdened, I think I might just win this game with like Swords Dance into like whatever move that I managed to break the Ice Beam. I don't think I KO here. We'll see. Hawlucha against a Nidoqueen. If it's no offense, I do 72 to 85. We're going to see a Heart Switch into what? Turned. Okay, does this die? Just dies. Cool, I can click Earthquake now for free. We might have a shot now. We might have a shot. What comes in on me? Victini's dead. Hatterina's around still. It can go. Hatterina's gonna come in and go for Trick Room. That's gonna be game. Yeah. If Hatterina's Trick Room, it's over. If Hat has Trick Room, it's over. There it is. There it is. And this is where the speed tie is gonna really start kind of bite us in the ass. Let's just go for the Brave Bird here. Hope and pray. Mold Breaker taunt. Fuck Limber. We should have been Mold Breaker taunt. I still don't think it's enough, honestly, because it's max defense. What is that thing called? Max defense. Miltank. Hatterene. There's the Brave Bird. We should do about half to this if it's fully defensive. Don't go for Trick Room. 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 Yeah. GG's to Mountaih. Nothing I can do at this point. It's over. It's over. We are indeed scarfed. Nothing I can do. Just... That speed tie. That speed tie is really... like, if I'm missing something, I'm missing something. Okay? I don't think I am right now. Alright? Missing... like, that speed tie was absolutely game determining because it just took away completely one of the biggest breakers and absolute threats to his team. I'm so disappointed. And it's not like I outspeed. If Trick Room was expiring this turn, maybe if I get lucky, depending on the set of something, but it's not going to happen. 100 base, 108 attack left over. Psychic should get the KO on me. We'll see. We shall see. Draining Kiss. I might survive. Yeah, I survived. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. If anything has an ice move, I die. Well, no, I die anyways. There's no more turns of, I don't even kill. Oh my god! Bro, I cannot beat Mountaih, okay? Speed tie coming in to win the fucking finals. Bro. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, congrats to Mountaih, he got it done, but that was just... so bad. It was so bad. Once again, getting to the finals, losing. Awesome. That's happened more this generation than actually maybe making it to playoffs and losing round 1. Anyways, shout out to our channel members for making it and supporting us this far. So shout out to Liv, Eric, Zeke, Michael Brown, and Texas Man. We have 2 people who are actually on their way to almost a full year of becoming channel members, which is amazing. Shout out to Tone, our level 2, and Sully, our level 3. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what your favorite part of the season was for CGT. Congrats to Mountaih. Arguably the best player in the community for a reason, and he definitely got it done here. So, GG's. Speed ties, man. Speed ties. Thanks for watching. See you next time.